Today, I'm sharing 12 tips to put you on a 90-day success plan. Whether you're a brand new agent or maybe your business slowed a little bit this year and you want to get back on track, you are not going to want to miss today's video. And be sure to stick around until the end because number 12 is the most powerful tip out of all of these. You are in the right place if you are looking to grow your real estate business without ever making the dreaded cold call. This is the time of year when a lot of agents are slowing down, they're taking time off, they're just kind of coasting through the holidays, and then come the new year, they aren't ready to go. Do not be that agent. Now is the time to put your plan in place, start working on it every single day so that you hit the ground running come the new year. I'm gonna be sharing 12 tips today for your 90-day success plan, and first up is choose your broker wisely. Where you choose to hang your hat ultimately has a big impact, not only on how successful you are, but also your income. Really do your research. We just put out a video about how to choose the right brokerage for you. Go check that out. You want to make sure that you align with a brokerage that is going to not only align with your values and how you want to run your business, but also what they're providing for you. Look for a broker that provides health insurance. Look for a broker that has an iBuyer program, one that offers revenue share and stock awards. There are some really great options for brokerages out there right now. So do your research, and if you're in a place where you just aren't happy right now, make that decision to move sooner versus later. It's costly to change brokerages. Quite frankly, it's a big pain in the butt too. So get that out of the way so that you're not trying to do it come spring market. Number 2 is progress over perfection. And this is something that I see new real estate agents really get hung up on. And that is you stay in the planning phase. You're planning, but you're not out there learning, getting that real world experience. It's just like driving a car. You've got to get in the car and drive. And yeah, you're probably not going to be very good initially. But the more that you do it, the more you learn, the more comfortable you get. Progress is always better than perfection. And this actually ties back into point number 1. If you're at the right brokerage and you have the right support system behind you, you can work with confidence knowing that even if you don't know the answer, you have access to the people that do, so you're able to serve your clients on a high level and keep everybody happy. Number 3 is building your sphere of influence. And we talk about this a lot. Sphere of influence is important. And when you are new to real estate, it is really important because that's most likely where your first deal, maybe even first few deals, is going to come from. So what I mean by build your sphere of influence, if you haven't done so already, bust out your phone, go through all your contacts, make sure that you have a phone number and an email for all of the people who already know, like, and trust you. If you don't, it's a great way to reach out to them and say, hey, I'd like to get your latest email or your latest phone number, whichever way you're reaching out to them, and let them know you are in real estate and you're going to be providing value on your social media or through an email newsletter or whatever your plan is. Just make sure that you are constantly adding to your database. That's where your gold mine is. That's the people that you really want to nurture and stay in consistent contact with, not spamming them, providing value, but you always want to make sure that you are in the back of their mind that you're in real estate. Number 4 is understand what activities in real estate actually produce money. And this is an area that I see agents go off course. It's easy to do. We wear a lot of hats in real estate, but ultimately your day needs to be structured around the activities that are going to be dollar producing. You need to become a master at generating leads and then nurturing those leads and then converting those leads and then actually closing those leads. That's what will add to your bottom line. And the better that you become at that, the more opportunity you will have to put leverage into your business and outsource the tasks that aren't dollar producing. Number 5 is choosing your lead generation sources. And this is one that I really want you to sit down and put time and thought into. This is really important. You want to have more than one option for lead generation. Not too many, I would say anywhere from 2 to 3 that you become an absolute master at. But where the thought and time comes in is you really have to think about your personality, your sphere of influence, how you currently get business, how you want to go about getting business in the future, and then base your decisions off of that. Don't say that, I'm gonna go cold call 100 people every single day if you are more of an introvert and that's really not what you're ever going to do. Now, stick around until the end because my last tip lies around doing what you don't want to do when you don't want to do it, but it has to be realistic. If somebody came to me and said one of your lead generation spokes is going to be cold calling, I would just say forget it and put my license on inactive because I'm not going to do it. But I am highly, highly committed to YouTube and Instagram and nurturing my sphere in order to generate leads. So really think about your personality, think about what you want your business to look like. There's no right or wrong. The goal is to drill down and get 2 to 3 lead generation sources that you are going to drill down on at least 5 days a week. Point number 6 is focus on profitability. The real estate industry is the land of shiny objects and distractions. I don't know how that happened or why that's the case, but there is a hack, a secret, a this, that, or the other thing out there for anything you could possibly think of. And if you are new to real estate, put those blinders on. If it's not going to create profitability in your business, you're not interested. Stop buying buyer leads, generate your own buyer leads, or better yet, generate listings because then you can really leverage your time. If you're brand new to real estate, don't spend a bunch of time on your personal brand and your logo and all of that, and definitely don't spend a bunch of money on it. That's not what's going to lead you to profitability. You can dial in on that later on if that's what you choose to do. But when you are brand new to the business, your goal and your focus needs to be on profitability and then tying back into the last point, the activities that are going to lead to money coming into your business. Number 7 is pay yourself first. And this is really important. You want to get into this habit from day one of getting into real estate. When you have a closing, you want to set aside 20% into a different account for taxes, and you want to set aside 10% into another separate account for savings. Wealth is built through good money management habits, and habits aren't formed overnight. If you get a commission check and you say, well, I'll just save or set aside for taxes, whatever is left over, there's never going to be anything left over. You've got to take it off the top, get those accounts set up that are separate from your operating account so that money is there when you need it. Number 9 is get your social media profiles set up and focus in on which 1 to 2 you are going to spend the most time on. Social media is a great way to generate business, but it takes consistency and it's a long play. You're definitely not going to be able to stay consistent on all of the platforms. So pick the ones where you feel most comfortable. For me, that's Instagram and YouTube. I used to be on Facebook a lot and I've just kind of gotten away from it over the years. That doesn't mean you can't generate a lot of business from Facebook. It just comes down to where you want to spend your time and where you feel most comfortable. Get those profiles set up so that it is very clear that you are in real estate. Make sure that you have a professional profile photo that's consistent across all of the profiles. And even though you're not going to be active on all of them, you still want to have your profile set up so that when your potential clients are Googling you and looking into you, which I promise you they will do, even if they're your sphere of influence, they will see that you have online social proof. Number 10 is answer your phone. I know it sounds really simple, and it is, but there are so many agents out there that don't answer their phone. Or if they don't answer, then they don't even call back in a timely manner or maybe at all. Don't be that agent. Pick up the phone whenever you are able, and if you aren't able to, especially if it's a client calling you, shoot them a text and say, I'm in a meeting, I'll get back to you in an hour. Set those expectations so that they know that you are on it and you will get back to them as soon as possible. This is whether you're brand new or have been in the business for 40 plus years. Answering your phone and communicating is a big part of real estate. Number 11 is focus on listings. And the bottom line is listings produce leads. They produce other new listings and they also produce buyer leads. I don't know why it has become the norm in the real estate industry that new agents are told, oh, you need to focus on buyers. Buyers are where you're going to get your start. And yes, the odds of your very first few transactions being buyers, yes, that is accurate, but that's not where your focus should be. That's great if you have buyer transactions, perfect. But you want to focus on generating listings because that will in turn generate more leads, and it also creates leverage in the form of freeing up more time within your business. Number 12, and this is, I think, more important than every single point in this entire video, and that is doing what you don't want to do when you don't want to do it. Let's be real, motivation, it's not gonna be there every day. I don't feel like recording videos every day. I don't feel like going on listing appointments every day. That's just the nature of us as humans. Discipline is possible every single day. And if you stay disciplined in your real estate business and push through even when you really just don't feel like it, you will be successful. You will be ahead of so many other real estate agents out there. This is a business. Treat it as such. Get up every single day, do the activities that you need to do to move your business forward, and you will become successful. Having a plan in place and following it day after day, doing those little monotonous tasks that nobody feels like doing, is what's going to set you apart. It sets apart, I hate to say it, the winners from the losers. The fact of the matter is this business takes a lot of work, and a lot of it is just kind of boring tasks that add up and stack over time. And when you are putting in that work day after day, you will start to get that momentum and you will see that your business becomes consistent. If you got some value from today's video, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And if you're interested in learning all about how to grow your real estate business without ever making a cold call, please hit that subscribe button. Until I see you on the next one, take care.